Think the Walstad method is just about adding dirt and doing no water changes? Well, think again. The book's got 10 chapters and only one of them covers setting up a tank with dirt. There's a big misunderstanding floating around, even with big popular YouTube channels. But don't worry, I'm here to set the record straight. To simplify the true processes and principles of the Walstad method. The process begins with the introduction of oxygen, CO2, food and light into the aquarium. Fish use the oxygen in the water and the food and create waste and CO2. This is the metabolism of the fish. The waste from the fish then drops down into the grains of the substrate, where it's broken down by archaea and bacteria, which use oxygen to break this down into ammonium, ammonia and CO2. The soil in the Walstad method absorbs ammonium and other nutrients, makes them available for the plant roots. This is the nutrient cycling process of the Walstad method. Plant roots absorb these nutrients and they release oxygen into the soil substrate. This contributes to the gas exchange in the soil. The more oxygen rich the soil substrate is, the more active it is in regard to producing nutrients for the plants. Gas exchange in every part of the system is vital for the system to work. Finally, the plants absorb nutrients and CO2 out of the water column and convert it into oxygen as part of photosynthesis. These are the core principles of the Walstad method, the cycle that helps us to reduce the amount of maintenance required in an aquarium. Now you're ready to turn your nitrate factory into a balanced ecosystem aquarium. Now you understand the core principles of the Walstad method and the ecosystem low-tech planted aquarium. You're armed with the information you need to be able to successfully set it up, and what's more so is it gives you the understanding you need to be able to set your aquarium up and fault find if you come into any issues with your aquarium. Based on what you know, you can do further research and find out why certain things mightn't be going in an ideal way. You'll find plenty of methods on YouTube promising to spice things up for your ecosystem. However, armed with the information you've got now, you'll be able to see the potential pitfalls related to these systems and these proposed methods. With the Walstad method, you're not just setting up an ecosystem aquarium. This is you're doing it understanding the science behind why you're doing what you're doing. And let's revisit my 4 key concepts which will help your thought processes when managing an ecosystem aquarium. Number 1, dilution is the solution, or if in doubt, change it out. When we set up our ecosystems in the initial stages, the substrate's usually really active, and we need to get in there and dilute these things down till the plants are able to start processing these nutrients. The balance of light, nutrients and CO2, these need to be in harmony for your ecosystem to run effectively. If these aren't running in harmony, the chances are you're going to get an algae outbreak, or the plants won't grow and you'll just throw the ecosystem out of balance. Concept 3, it's plant growth, not just plants, that are the key to the balance in the ecosystem. You could have loads of plants in your tank and it won't do anything if they're not growing. They're not going to absorb nutrients and they're not going to balance your ecosystem. Concept number 4, the recycling plant and the engine of the ecosystem. The recycling plant is the cap, the soil underneath and the root feeding plants. These help to break down the waste. They give the beneficial bacteria and the archaea, the molds, fungus, microorganisms, they give them a highly oxygenated environment where they can live and thrive and process nutrients and release them so that our plants can use them as part of photosynthesis. Whilst the engine absorbs all these nutrients, maintaining a balanced ecosystem. With these key concepts in mind, you're ready to transform your ecosystem and let nature take its course.